Hello, welcome, please stay. I am Attic in thy way, and this is what we're talking about today. Daddy Longleg. Whatever comes to your mind when I say Daddy Long tells me a lot about you more than any face or action could. I'm sure when I say Daddy Long that some of you watching, especially my German viewers, would think, Hola, mis bueno amigos, to all my Italian viewers. A daddy long has long legs and two body parts. A daddy long has long legs and wings. A daddy long has long legs and one body part. I think you can see where I'm going with this. Daddy longs are and are not isn't a spiders. And the not spider or no, it is still a question of how did we get like this? Those legs are good for moving about, but also gives them an advantage when faced with daddy short legs and the like. Are they called daddy long because daddy longs tend to be the ones walking about and so are more commonly found in comparison to mummy long, who tends to stay at her web? And yes, the daddy longs seek the mummy longs. But as for the daddy longs and the mummy longs, who are not the spiders, then I don't really know. How do the one-body long legs mate? I can't imagine, not even for a moment, on how the winged long legs go about it. Brush your teeth, lock your doors. Long legs don't have the longest legs, nor do they have the most. And if you want to find out why, well, I can only guess it's because at some point in the day, more legs meant better survival. But for what, I can't think, because they still get eaten. They do if they dare enter my room. Though this may sound mean, it is important that you only eat the mummy long legs. Sure, you can eat the daddy long legs, but what is the point when eggs have all the protein? Bears know about this. The big ones they know to eat the roe. How though? How they know? I am not particularly sure. But I suppose one did it, and they got better. And then they just kept on doing it until they had kids, and then they taught them to do it, and then kids had kids when they were older, and then they taught them. Or maybe it's just a built-in thing, much like songbirds and their songs. Some birds, not songbirds, but birds all the same, with other birds not knowing to song the bird song. And when you put all the pieces together, you realize not everything can sleep. And I'm not talking about your 22 hours straight study session. You know the ones I speak of, where you hand in an assignment 40 minutes before the deadline. And think of your teacher. They can see all of it. Imagine how proud they are of you to follow in their footsteps of sleep deprivation and stress beyond measure. Birds can't taste spicy food, which is why chemical warfare against them is bad. And then you understand some torpor, not sleep. You will know. Rodent sacks and rodents also torpor, much like bears, but very smaller. And if you think that isn't adding to me, please do let me know. Something else to consider is, did they at some point have an odd number of legs? Or did they grow 2 more legs at the same time? Because if they had 3 legs, then that could make things more awkward. It would look cool, terrifying to us, but then I don't think we were around. And if we were, then we wouldn't have been their natural predators. We had bigger fish to fry. And as for the webs, they have them, but not like the typical intricate spider webs you're thinking of. They prefer messy webs, but I don't know. I still think maybe you could milk them if you really put your mind to it. Maybe try it with your eyelids. Thank you listening me. Please forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, then remember, if a daddy long legs or a mummy long legs ever crawls up on your face whilst you're asleep, do not blink, because you might get milk in your eye.